What's going on, everybody? Yesterday, I went to go see Strangers Chapter 2. So this is the Strangers Chapter 2 movie review. You can see in my face how I feel about this film. All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. This might be a quick movie review. So, of course, this movie is a horror slash thriller, and it's an hour and 36 minutes long. After learning that one of their victims is still alive, three masked maniacs return to finish the job, with nowhere to run and no one to trust. And the director, of course, is Rennie Harlan. You know what? I don't agree with his approach in this film at all. He messed this up. He really did. Now, one of the main cast members, of course, is Madelaine Petsch. I gotta say, she did an amazing job with her performance. I'm gonna give her credit on that. But the rest of the cast members, poor acting on their parts. I'm like, wow. I'm just sitting there like, geez, can this movie be over with? And I like Madelaine Petsch because I like her emotions in this film. I like the physical scenes that she had to display, of her acting in the physical scenes. I like that. And I like how she was transitioning into survival mode. I like her acting in those parts. Now, I have a couple likes about this film. Now, I love the setup in the beginning of the film. It reminds you of watching Halloween 2, the one that came out in 1981 with Jamie Lee Curtis, where they was in a hospital. So it takes you back to that Halloween 2 movie where, Jamie Lee Curtis was running from Michael Myers in the hospital. It's kind of that. She's running from the strangers in this hospital. So I love that scene. And like I said, the best strangers, I even said it in my other review of chapter 1 that I did last year. I even said the best stranger movie is the one that came out in 2008. That The Strangers, that's the best one. Classic, hands down. Man, I am very disappointed in this film. I thought we was gonna get something good. I thought this was gonna be a step up from chapter 1. And I gotta say, in the beginning of the film, it was pretty good. The first 15 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, we getting somewhere when it was in the hospital. I'm like, that was some intense right there. That was very crazy. I'm like, man, we about to get somewhere. This about to be a good movie. I love the build up and intensity in that scene. But after that, it's like, damn, they didn't fell off. Now, chapter 1, I actually gave that a 7 out of 10 because that was pretty decent, chapter 1. But this shit right here, whew, man, this movie was boring. Very boring. They barely even had any kills. Now, the kills that they did have in the scenes, they cut the kills out. I'm like, you might as well make this movie PG-13 if that's the case. I was like, damn, every time a kill would happen, they would just cut it off. I'm like, okay, and they'll switch to another scene. So I'm like, man. Yeah, so this film is just her getting chased all day by the three strangers. And this movie does explain who Tamra is. It does explain that in this film, but it took the whole fucking movie for them to do that. I'm like, damn, get to the fucking point. And this movie messed us. Man, I'm telling you, these flashbacks, they had too many flashbacks of the character that was the stranger. They had flashbacks of her as a child. And I'm like, we didn't really need that in this film. And it took away from the intensity of the movie. They had too many flashbacks. That just messed the whole freaking movie up. If you want me to keep it real with you about that. And the editing in this movie was awful. So many choppy scenes. I did not like that. That's the problem they had in chapter 1 a little bit. The editing was just bad. Same thing in this movie. Now, it's one scene that pissed me off. Now, I'm sorry if I'm telling the movie though, but it's a scene in there where she's fighting off a pig or a hog. I don't know what type of animal this is. I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell this got to do with strangers? I felt like I was watching a different movie, like some freaking type of Jurassic Park type shit. You know, one of the movies where you're getting chased in the woods by the animals and shit. I'm like, what movie am I watching? And that scene happened too damn long. I think that scene was like for 5 to 6 minutes. Like, I don't want to see her getting bit up by a pig. I want her to be getting away from the strangers. I want to see that. So yeah, so this script didn't make sense at all in this film. I'm telling you. And also, they're coming out with a chapter 3. Yes, they are. So chapter 3 will be coming out probably next year. And I'm to a point where I don't even really want to see this. I don't even care about seeing chapter 3, but I'm going to see it anyway because I do movie reviews. And I want people to enjoy my movie reviews. So I'm going to see it anyway. But that's coming out next year, so whatever. So I'm going to give this movie a 3 out of 10. Yes, a 3 out of 10. I think they should have kept this movie very simple and straight to the point. They should have just made it like the first one they made in 2008, where it's just strangers going after each other. Or they could have made it like the one that was called, what was that one called? The Strangers Pray at Night or something like that. That was pretty decent too. They should have made it just simple, where the strangers was going after her or going after other people too and trying to kill everybody. So they should have made it just like that. They just did too much with the flashbacks of Madelaine Petsch character too in The Stranger. So yep. So this is, hey, it is what it is with this film. I'm gonna come out with more movie reviews. Subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments in the section if you like, and I'm gonna see y'all very soon. All right, I'm out.